Thank you for staying with us. It is still Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. And it's time for Mainland Focus. Time check right now is 8:43 a.m. All right, we have just one focal point for this morning, and it's, of course, around the petrol conversation, fuel conversation. NNPC admitting to $6.8 billion debt, and as it is now, that is expected to put some sort of pressure on fuel supply in the country in the coming days or in the coming weeks or months. And of course, that definitely means that the scarcity we are currently experiencing and that we have been experiencing for the past few months is not going anytime soon, due to the fact that NNPCL is struggling to pay suppliers, the fuel suppliers. That's basically the background of that particular story. So what do you make of this story and this revelation by NNPCL, and how bad is this situation for the country and for Nigerians? Because this, in one way or the other, is definitely going to affect everything from food pricing to transportation to health, hospital care, to everything, basically everything that is supposed to make life easier and more comfortable for the average Nigerian. This is a big issue, it's a big deal, and it's something that we all need to all hands on deck have a conversation around and see if the right people would actually hear and make the right decision for us going forward. And what is the way out? What is the way out of this particular situation? We know how we got here. Because apparently the NNPC said, or NNPCL is saying that there was a directive given to them to not to sell at the price that they're getting it, which is 1,200, and so they had to do that. And for them to be able to do that, they had to offset some of these things, and now they can't afford to do that. I'll read the official press release from NNPC, which is on their X page, of course. And what we have here is NNPC faces financial strain due to PMS supply cost impacting supply sustainability. NNPCL has acknowledged recent reports in national newspapers regarding the company's significant debt to petrol suppliers. This financial strain has placed considerable pressure on the company and poses a threat to the sustainability of fuel supply. In line with the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA, NNPCL remains dedicated to its role as the supplier of last resort, ensuring national energy security. We are actively collaborating with relevant government agencies and other stakeholders to maintain a consistent supply of petroleum products nationwide. And that's coming from Olufemi Shoneye, the Chief Corporate Communications Officer, NNPCL. And this statement was put out yesterday. And what's interesting is the fact that this was denied just 2 weeks ago. Just 2 weeks ago, the NNPCL gave out a press release denying owing 6.8 billion, saying that their attention has been drawn to a media report that they are indebted to international oil traders. And they said, they are not owing any traders. It is not correct that NNPC has not remitted any money to the Federation account. On the issue of quality and quantity fiscalization of imported products, NNPC has no role whatsoever, as they are not a regulator. They even went further to say NNPC is not averse to inquiries by the media into issues around its operation, but then they are available for any questions and they will gladly take opportunity to state the facts of the subject of the matter. This was just 2 weeks ago. And here we are on the 1st of September 2024. NNPC has come out to say, okay, yes, it is true. We are actually, owing 6.8 billion. So what do you make of this story and revelation by the NNPCL? How bad is this situation for the country and for Nigerians? And what is the way out of the problem? Let's have a conversation around this. I'll start with Fuhad first. He'll share his own thoughts, and then we open the phone line officially for you to share yours. Don't forget, we are live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can drop your comments in the live chat section and we'll read them as the show progresses. All right. Thank you for standing by, Fuad. Over to you.
Sandra, you captured it very, very well. Again, just 2 weeks ago, the NNPCL denied media reports that they were owing their suppliers. Again, for people that keep accusing the media of not doing investigative journalism, they are not doing enough. Again, several reports that come out. It depends on how well you pay attention to this thing. You remember that the papers have reported, and accept some other online mediums too, that look, these guys are owing. That's why we have this scarcity. They are not able to pay their suppliers. Their debt obligations have gotten to a very worrying level. But they came out denying it. Look at the statement that was issued 2 weeks ago. A way just debunking things, lying brazenly to Nigerians. That we have one media report. That's always the statement. We have been, our attention has been drawn to a particular media report. The attention is always drawn to it. Somebody will call them. How did you see that report? Our attention has been drawn. And then they start lying. The lies continue. Remember that people have said, look, why do we have this scarcity again? These are people who tell us, we have enough supply. Enough to take care of 6 months, take care of this. Only for them to tell us that there's a problem with loading. We have brought in the fuel, but loading from the vessel down, blah, 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 is an issue. Later they told us that even the protest was also the problem. Later they told us again that it was the issue of flooding in some parts of the country. And we say that, look, we've tolerated this lies for too long. We've tolerated this inefficiency for too long. The complaints and excuses, avoidable, have been tolerated by Nigerians for too long. Yes, we know where we're coming from, but people have voted into power to solve people's problems and not to aggravate or make it worse. But that seems to be a lot of Nigerians. Every election cycle, new people are elected, or we retain some of them and they come in, and it's just a continuous cycle of excuses and failure and inefficiency that we get. How do we get out of this mess now? We've said everything that needs to be said, honestly, Sandra. And the solution is simple. Until we have the willpower, the political will, the policy will to do the right thing. First, there's a serious need for house cleaning of the NNPCL, Sandra. We need to flush that place. Because again, it seems these guys have gotten to the point where there's nothing new to offer. It's just what it is, really, Sandra. It's a need to clean, thorough cleaning. There's a way you clean a house that you wash, you put down everything, you repaint, that place needs to be brought down for thorough cleaning. To start with. And then the second one now has to be the issue of transparency in the way we run the oil sector. The President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is the Minister of Petroleum. Everything still stops at his desk. What is his policy direction on the petroleum sector? We need to know. It's not just the back and forth. And look, I've always said it. There's no clear policy direction for the oil sector that I know from this government. They need to tell us. Until now, we don't have clear timelines on our refineries. How do we want to ensure a sustainable and efficient running of the refineries? Dangote, there's still a lot of back and forth as to crude oil supply. What we now have been doing is to continue to issue statements for him. And he has told us he don't issue any statement for me. Wait for my official statement. We have a committee now that has been set up on the policy of the government to give crude oil supply in Naira. The committee is sitting there talking about an October deadline. There's a need for us to have a unified, a more harmonized, clear policy direction for the oil sector. People have been giving different suggestions, but it still goes back to the desk of the president to sit back, understand what the problem is, look at the subsidy regime, look at how the issue of floating the Naira is affecting petroleum production, importation, and local supply, and everything surrounding that oil sector, and come up with a clear, workable policy direction. And in doing that, Sandra, you must first remove any idea of vested interest. Because immediately you come up with a policy idea, and at the bottom of it is your own personal vested interest, it is going to fail. They must also first remove any tendency for corruption and personal gratification. It has to be about a policy that addresses the concerns of the people and is willing to solve the problem for the betterment of all Nigerians. Until we do that, Sandra, we're going to go on this. Whether we like the Nigerians should be prepared. Prices are going to go up. Petroleum prices are going to go up. Yeah. God bless Nigeria, Sandra.
Thank you very much, Said Fahad. Thank you very much for putting that, quite, I don't know the word now, but thank you very much for sharing your submission as regards the focus for this morning. And now we can open the phone line. Yes, the number to call is 0913-6000-410. 0913 410. That's the number to call to join the conversation this morning. You can also send WhatsApp messages to 0913 6000 430. 0913 6000 430. That's the number to send your WhatsApp messages to. We're live on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM, so you can drop your messages as well in the live chat section, and we'll take them as the show progresses. This is Mainland 98.3 FM. You're on to Mainland Focus, and the focus is around the NNPC's admission to $6.8 billion debt. What do you make of this story, and what's the way out? As it is now, the fuel price hike is imminent. Fuel scarcity is also not going anytime soon, based on this report from NNPC. You have just 2 minutes, and please, let's stick within the 2 minutes time frame. And also, more importantly, let's keep our language clean. Would appreciate that as well. 0913 6000 410. That is the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, is that Madam Sandra?
Yes, Milan 98.3 FM. You're correct.
Okay. One of my friends, Fuad.
Is well, thank you. Your name, sir?
Yeah, this Barrister Peter Oku. I'm calling from Maryland.
All right.
Okay. On this issue of perennial petroleum scarcity, you see, my friend Fuad has put it in the correct perspective. There's no need dancing around circles. The buck stops on Mr. Tinubu's table, because he is the Minister for Petroleum. Why did he become Minister of Petroleum and the President? There's a lot of conflict of interest there. You know, this is a government of self-preservation. They don't care if Nigerians die. They don't, all they want is just power. That the power is with them. You know, because the type of suffering Nigerians are going through is unnecessary. Nigerians don't deserve the experience we are getting, you know, in our own country. When the colonial masters were here, we did not go through all this excruciating suffering. You know, Abraham Lincoln once said that it is either you live free or you die. Under the present situation now, it appears we have to be prepared to die, because we cannot allow our own government.
Are you saying there's no way out at all? There's nothing that we can even. There's no.
There's no. Yes, Madam Sandra. The only way out is for the Minister of Petroleum and the President to resign. He should at least resign from being the Minister of Petroleum, because there is no reason he cannot justify holding those two positions. He has conflict of interest. The man owns Oando Petroleum. I know that because I work with the privatization committee.
Oh no. Okay. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. Please turn down the volume of your radio sets.
Okay. Hello?
Okay, it's better
Hello?
now. Thank you. Good morning.
Okay, yeah. Good morning.
All right, you're welcome.
Ojojo.
All right.
I heard there's really nothing new for the problems we are facing presently as regards the PMS.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that PMS is important, and there's a crude swap for that. Presently, importers are having financial and funding issues. Government is having crude supply issues. So when you marry the two, that's the problem we are presently having. And that's why we're presently owing about 6.8 billion to importers and all of that. So what do we do? That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
There are basically just probably two options. Do you borrow to fund some of your debt, or you create equity with the wealth you have, that an asset NNPC has that are lying fallow? And I've always said, let's sell some of this equity from these things we have NLNG is something that has shown us clearly that if we go into collaborations, it will work. Why would we have OML 8 with over 100 to 200 to 300 wells there lying fallow? We can't continue to swap and swap and swap and swap. There's nothing to swap now because our production is also low, probably 1.3. So if you look at OPEC quota, which is about 1.7, you can't meet that. You have to supply to the IOCs based on agreement. You have to supply to the PSCs. So what do you have left? Even out of that, how much can you really give to Dangote? So those are the present problems that government needs to continue to think and look about how to find solutions to. But truly and really, it is challenging. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aᴏɪ뾱ᴏ. I appreciate your submission this morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Mr. Sandra, I bless you and I bless our God and shout out to Mr.
I can barely hear what you are saying.
Hello. Hello.
May I suggest you please call back so we can hear you? The quality of the call is really poor. Look at that. Just going. I don't think we are getting anything from that conversation. All right. So please do us a call back. Thank you. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
Good morning, for a job from Oba.
All right.
You raised a very pertinent question from the submissions of Barrister Okom. And the last caller said that those are the challenges. What is the reason for the challenges? I'm asking these questions now. What is the reason for these challenges, Sandra? Can you answer me?
I don't work in it.
So because when we see black, we call it white. When we see green, we call it blue because they are similar in appearance. But there is a distinct feature that differentiates them. We are talking about corruption. Somebody is saying the government is facing challenges. Challenges of what? Just like Barrister said there, why didn't we face these challenges when we were under the colonial rule? Even as bad as the military government is, why did we not face these challenges? We are saying the politicians are corrupt. And somebody is telling me politicians are facing challenges. Challenges of what? Challenges of ineptitude. Challenges of directness. Challenges of corruption. Challenges of not having the willpower to do that which is right to the people. Challenges of not having the interest of the people at heart. Look at what we are going through. Look at Saudi Arabia. Look at common Angola here. That we liberated during the apartheid war. That they were having. And somebody is telling me, calling a beg. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning. So help us God. Hello, good morning. Oh no, we lost that one. 0913-6410. Time check right now is 9 o'clock. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
My name is Lucky.
Right.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy what the last caller had just said. But before I will make my comment, I want to call on the IG of police, the DSS. They should invite FCC minister because the man said he's going to put fire for some states. So at least they should invite him first before another problem will enter Nigeria. That is my whole point. Before I will make my comment.
Your name, sir?
My name is Lucky.
All right.
So my problem is this subsidy. I don't know why people try to defend on the indefendable. You came to government. It is when APC enter against government, Sandra. We never see anything good. We were thinking that it will be better, but every day somebody will not say, "Oh, it's not the fault of this president." Okay, who is going to correct it? Another one we enter, we call about. So for me, the problem in this country is that the other electoral I just called is the corruption. How is going to fight the corruption? Corruption cannot fight corruption. You understand? When this Nigerian police was coming there, he said, I want to be like a lion, I want to be like a tiger. I saw my friend one day. I said, this market will not do anything because where he was before. If can you tell me never collect a brand envelope? So what in Nigeria police and the corruption is that, Sandra, if they are giving you, they will do their photocopy keep. In case you want to prove that they will bring the house for you. What I said, those are the reasons why they cannot fight corruption. Like this president, can you find anybody as corruption? Now the government is saying that the crude oil, they are stealing it. Who's supposed to get the crude oil? Who is killing it? Because they themselves, they have benefit from me right from beginning. I got to put up said something. Until we call our leaders account for what they are doing, we will not go anywhere. Because that is why somebody go on a president, I'm going to be the minister of petroleum, because he know that whatever he did here, nobody will call him for question. Buhari was the minister of petroleum throughout the 8 years. Nobody will to call him. Now, Tinubu is not yet president. Nobody will call him. They rather will be calling a spare tire of a state of how do you call it? A spare tire of minister of petroleum. What can we? Okay, if you cannot call it, say that okay, president, we are calling you as a minister, not as a president. Not John say we are calling for a minister, not for a president. Let's the question. Let's answer for why we get for scarcity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky. I appreciate your contribution this morning. We're still taking messages on WhatsApp and Facebook and YouTube at Milan 98.3 FM and on 0913 60430. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Milan FM. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is JᴏɪR from Lagos.
All right, Mr. Sheriff.
Yeah, please, this issue of Nigeria petroleum stuff, I think we have a big problem here and we are not ready to solve it. By electing this set of people in power, we are still going to be in more problem. Like someone said earlier that they have problem, they have this, they have that. That guy didn't know what to say. Now, on the other hand, to me, when one minister come out and say they were keeping our crude oil, who is there to block all these people? Or you want to blame another man for the problem in your own house? Oh, now that man is just like a spare tire in a car. The main minister of petroleum is there in Abuja, acting as a president, at the same time acting as a minister of petroleum. How do we want to manage the two stuff together? No way. It's until when these people will remove all of them from this country, all of them, maybe they go to Baba God, and they did not remember that all this money they were stealing is only casket of 5,000. Anyone that is Muslim here, only Paco 55,000. They will take very them.
It's okay.
All this money where they carry now, they never carry and go anywhere.
Thank you, Mr. Sheriff. I appreciate it. It's all right. Thank you very much. 5 minutes past 9. Let's take some messages on WhatsApp. We'll be back to the phone line in a bit. Please stay, be on standby. Okay, we have some messages here. I have good morning, Milan FM. We should just enjoy the Tinubu government. I have the experience. Is my turn. Grab it, snatch it. Why is Tinubu the Minister of Petroleum? And that's Engineer Bonnie from Alimosho asking that question. I also have here. Good morning. It's quite unfortunate that Omoileron son of butcher is eating bone. Oh, okay. Omoileron wanje egungun. Yes. We need a substantive petroleum minister to be held accountable and report for inefficiency. But now it is same Mr. President saddled with the same ministry, giving him excessive burden to solve. We need technical and competent person to handle this sector. I suggest the National Assembly change this and bar any president from taking up the petroleum minister role. Mr. President cannot devote enough time to solve the problem. Even the corruption or lack of transparency will persist. Of this government, Abacha said when trouble festers for more than 6 claim about Malta. Has anyone countered from Shomolu sharing that one on WhatsApp? Thank you very much, Fidelis from Shomolu. I also have here on WhatsApp, how can one be owing and refineries? We've had enough lies from this guy. No longer feed themselves, not to talk of families. God, let thy kingdom come. Who is the president? Is not around. He's away looking for investors. Rather than travel, why can't he do a Zoom call to the country where he wants to go to save us cost of traveling? Because this is traveling will cost us billions. Which investor would invest in a country having petroleum and electricity crisis? Save the country first. And that's Emmanuel from Ikeja giving that charge. I also have here, the people should start boycotting every government called meetings, interviews, press release, etc. Since citizens' protests must be peaceful and are treasonable felonies. Why not for this devastating aftermath? I would have suggested a war against the NNPCL and the president who doubles as the petroleum minister. Look, America had to fight a very bloody war to leave Britain. The war was so bloody that France came to their aid in order to win. America has become the greatest power in the world, and you might know that China has become the second great power in the world, and Russia, it's all right. Where is Nigeria today? I ask that as a rhetorical question. We have gone from bad to worse. The end hunger protest almost triggered such. they should be warned. Tochukwu Adele Thompson from Obanikoro, thank you very much, in as much as we do not want such, but thank you for sharing your submission. I also have here James from Agbado Junction. Good morning. Upon the monumental corruption in the oil sector under the watch of Mele Kyari, yet Mr. President retained him. What does that tell you? It tells you that Kyari is representing Mr. President well under Buhari. Mr. President will not and cannot clean up in our oil sector because he wouldn't want to expose himself. This is just where we find ourselves. Are we not conquered, Sandra? If we are not, why will these people do all these things and get away with it? James from Agbado asking that pertinent question. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Ambi Okolo from Ikeja, sharing, a document with us that we would review. Thank you. I also have here the $6 billion claimed by NNPC to be owed to suppliers in the accounts of corrupt officials who keep robbing the country dry. If Nigerians continue to be complacent and refuse to call the bluff of these politicians in government, a lot of them will die of hunger and poverty before Tinubu completes his tenure. Collins from Ikorodu sharing that one. I also have here Dampi from Igondo. The problem we are facing today is caused by nepotism, dogmatism, and godfatherism. APC should do better rather than giving position for the boys in power, and this has made our country economy due to lack of ideas and policies. Barrister Okon said well, and these people in power should do better. We are suffering. Thank you. And that's Dan P. from Igodo. Let's go back to the phone line, 0913 6000 410. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sandra.
Yes.
My name is Shola, and I'm calling in from Lagos. So I greet Mr. Fuad.
You're welcome.
Yes, so straight to the point. NNPC, Buhaha, telling us they are owing suppliers. Well, if I may ask, I don't know who are the suppliers, but what I know is that the NNPC, they are the ones saddled with the responsibility of, if we know they are the sole importer, they are the sole supplier. So laying blame on somebody else, all we know is that
the supplier where they get refined fuel from, that's the supplier
out of the country.
Yeah, where they buy from to bring into the country. Imagine. That's the one they're referring
to. So now,
to.
This is just so unfortunate. We have shameless set of people leading us because they have turned Nigeria into a laughing stock. Look at Mr. Tinubu. Now he has gone to China. I don't know. He's on a state visit, and the country is in jeopardy. The country is in shambles. Go out there. Thank God you are with the grassroots. Look at the long queues. You know, Nigerians are frustrated. Now, in a way, they have told us, NNPC has now come out to tell us, to paraphrase what they have said, is that prepare for more hardship. This is the kind of problem we have. That is what it is. They have come out to tell us, in a nutshell, that prepare for more hardship. Now, is it not ironic? We were saying it then. I will say provide the solution. Now, we were saying it then. When there were debates here and there, fine, they all said they are going to do something. But what needed to be done? They did not come out. This president, it was just delegating. Say, you answer this, you answer this. And their handwriting was on the wall. So I will say that we deserve this, I am telling you. And I don't know if Nigerians will learn. Yes, we deserve what is going on due to sentiment. Now the solution, I am telling you, will not come from this same set of people. Because the truth of the matter is that the president, he has interest in all these things. I am telling you. A president, somebody, a leader with willpower. Sorry, I'm always using willpower. But political will knows what to do. You have to uproot all those that are standing as impediments. But he cannot do it. Most of them, all of them are supposed to be arrested. That's the normal thing. They are supposed to be in jail. So we need cleansing. I'm telling you, I don't know how that will happen. If they are not removed, like that, nothing is well.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate your submission. Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, Sandra. How is you? Happy New Week, happy New Month.
Thank you.
You will favor all of us, Jesus.
Amen.
Engineer from Yaba.
Okay.
We can talk of petroleum issue, the Kingdom Come. the simple fact is that Mr. President is the Minister of Petroleum, and Mele Kyari will say it's ineptitude, and there's nothing done about it. Meaning that there is a conspiracy theory somewhere. The fact that they are saying that they are owing somebody, that's why we are having scarcity of fuel, it's a conspiracy. It's fallacy. They are yet to tell us what is happening. And you will hear over the weekend in the news that the 4 refineries have been given to a contractor, that company, that company to run them. They specify the modus operandi of their operation of running the company. And you hear the letting out of some prices at Kaduna refinery that the farmers were crying. The neighborhood of the refinery were crying out, protesting. All these things are going on. Who owns those companies? Who is the owner of the consultant? We need to find out. Journalists should do more. Our CSOs should do something for us not to be in the dark about our commonwealth. Yeah, it was new that one company belonged to Wale Tinubu, bought 49% of refinery of the NNPCL.
Thank you, Engineer Nis. All right, thank you very much. Let's stick within the 2 minutes time frame that's allotted to our listeners. Would appreciate if we can stick within that. You're welcome to the studio, Said Fuad.
Thank you for having me, Sandra. I had to wade through heavy traffic. Of course, the queues are getting longer, and with that, they block the roads. So you have this needless traffic in most parts of Lagos. It is what it is. One of the things we have to deal with. You buy expensive petrol and burn it all in traffic.
Look at that. That's just a friend of mine was at the filling station from at about 6:45 a.m. And he did not get to the pump until about 1. And when he got there, fuel has finished.
He got there and now fuel has
finished.
What soap does he use to bath? What kind of soap?
I told him, I said, maybe for next 2 days, don't go anywhere.
If he has to report to work.
Because imagine spending all productive
almost
hours.
About 8-9 hours, and then you get to the pump and they tell you, I'm not going to leave that place.
I'm not going anywhere. If I'm not going anywhere. Somebody has to provide.
But there's always reserve. They should pity that kind of
person. Says, sorry about that.
At the pump.
They locked their gate.
Okay, it was supposed to enter.
They locked the gate.
I know, they opened that gate.
091364010. That is the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Sandra. I'm Fuad. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
This is Paul from Egbeda.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. I think it don't read do. The issue of Nigeria is beyond what we can solve now. It don't read do. I bought fuel yesterday 1,200 from a private filling station yesterday, and I spent almost 6 hours before I could get that. Now I have a simple question. Hello.
Well, with you.
Okay. My question is this: what is the budget of Nigeria? I think it's about how many trillion?
27 or 25. I don't know.
Yes, about 28 trillion put together.
See, look at that. 3 figures.
Okay. Then NNPC, one subsidiary of the government, is owing about
$6.8 billion.
$6 billion.
Yeah.
$6 billion. If you multiply $6 billion with 1,650 naira that the dollar is today, look at how much trillion is going to give you.
Trillions, yeah.
That's number one, which means we are in very big trouble, very big problem. Now, calculate it from this side again. Some of the contracts that have been awarded, they use crude oil for settlement. Some loans that we have taken, crude oil was used for as payment model. Now, we don't. My head is in fact, I don't know. So,
who can come and salvage this country? There is a big problem. Oh. There is in fact from now till the year 2027, we won't be having anything that will look like having fuel. Oh. With what is on ground now, if you calculate it, you sit down and use your pen to calculate. Nigeria is in a deep mess. I am telling you, and there is nothing anybody can cover about it. Yesterday in the roundtable, political roundtable program in your station, you were talking of 2027. That the man is pragmatic. He does this. When Nigerians are not yet, we are not sure if we are going to live to see that 2027 with all this trouble we are facing today. People are being sacked from their workplace. Businesses are being shut down. Foreigners are leaving Nigeria, and we are talking of 2027. Oh, it is a pity. Thank you.
It's all right.
For our conversation on political roundtable, basically, politicians are not, they don't think the way we think. Their minds are already made up on what should happen or will happen in 2027.
It's a business.
And because it's political roundtable, we have to talk about what the politicians are thinking about. Business. Whether we are thinking of 2027 or not, the politicians are thinking about it already.
It's a business.
No, it was Jᴏɪᴜ that said it was a bad business that they did with Fᴜභᴜ. Business of governance.
Politics. Please.
But he talked about profit too.
They're making profits in politics.
What kind of profit?
How?
The profit should be.
What's the investment?
The profit should be the happiness you're able to give back to the people. That's the business of governance. That should be the profit for you.
Of which people? Because some people are happy.
Who are the people that are happy?
Some people are happy.
Well, maybe that's the business for them. But what's the percentage of the happy people in society?
All right, in case you're just tuning in, the time check right now is 9:20 a.m. and you're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM. All right, and the conversation is around the revelation or the admission or the confession from NNPCL as regards this 6.8 just 2 weeks ago on August 18th. I can't forget, on August 18th, 2024. Olufemi Shone, the spokesperson of NNPC, put out a press release saying that, oh no, it's false that, the claims coming from the dailies that we are owing, 6.8 billion. But just 2 weeks after, here we are now, the same Olufemi Shone has come forward to say, okay, yes, it's true, it's all right, everybody calm down, it's true, we are owing. So basically the summary of what they're saying now is NNPC is paying subsidy on imported PMS on behalf of the Federation. The subsidy is unsustainable and now we are owing suppliers and we can't stop paying these subsidies because the Federation owes NNPCL. So what it basically means is the fuel scarcity continues. So what do you make of this particular report? What's the way out, and what does this mean for the country and for Nigerians collectively? 0913-6000-410. That is the number to call. Let's take some messages from Facebook. I have here Kabiru Adegbiru. Good morning, Fuad and Sandra. Only God knows what exactly is going on in NNPCL. I think even NNPCL people don't know what's going on in NNPCL.
They know.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Of course they know.
Continuing that particular statement, they are not sincere at all. Different stories. Osumio, God bless my country, and that's Kabiru Adegbiru. I also have Wasiu Shueton Washo is saying we are buying fuel for 1,000 naira already, and we're all behaving everything is normal. And that's Wasiu Shueton. I also have here Chukwekezie Ikechukwu is saying I listen to the sounds of Oshomole and the wife of Edo. Oshomole should know and act better, and that's as regards political roundtable from yesterday. Michael from Alimosho, thank you very much. I also have here on Facebook as well, Onotoye Temitokwe Michael is saying it's unfortunate that we are living in a country under the administration where citizens have been kept in the dark, where transparency and accountability is completely missing, thereby allowing the few cabals to continue putting over 200 million Nigerians to suffer despite the abundance of natural resources available to make life better for the citizens. If not, how can NNPC declare trillions of naira profit, knowing fully well that they have an outstanding debt of $6 billion to settle? Is this not another propaganda of this, just to justify the removal of subsidy on fuel, which has put millions of Nigerians in this terrible economic situation and hardship? There is no doubt that Nigerians are going to experience more hardship, transportation, food, health, etc. Finally, I would like to know why some mobile filling stations are selling for 619 naira and some within the same axis are selling Wait, mobile or mobile another one? Because there's the major marketers. No, there's NNPCL, there's the major marketers, and there's the independent marketers. So NNPCL will sell differently, major marketers will sell differently. The independent guys.
I think some of these guys also run a franchise. It might be the same name, but a different structure. Yeah.
Okay, so Fuad can go collect mobile franchise and be selling nonsense to us.
No, sell at your own price. It depends. It depends where exactly you're getting the product from.
I don't know about that.
It's weird actually. What I'm saying is that the fact that it's the same name. Look, for example, we have somewhere in Ojodu-Beja, there are 2 NNPCL filling stations there. One is always having fuel. There's no day, even till this morning, they are still selling. But there's one that's Adidas product. Just facing each other.
Maybe one is office, one is station.
I don't know. So my mind tells me that maybe the other one just uses the name as a franchise, really. It's not really the major thing.
It's all right. Well, this is, and some within the same access thing. So 619 to 900 now.
No. That's what we have now, Sandra. And that's why we're saying that if you look at it, that margin, there's a lot going on with that margin. In some areas, you get at 950, some 1,000 naira. But these small marketers will tell you that, look, we're not getting the product directly. So the major marketer has maybe like 4 tanks. Okay, there's just one.
Okay.
And you understand the racket going on.
So. All right. Like the filling station at Moshalashi going to Ijesha market in Surulere. Are they not getting their own supply from the same company? The way out is to allow other marketers to bring in this refined commodity
they say
to meet up with the demands. That's Temitakwe Onatoye from Ijagemo community. All right, we also have here Basil Chika. NNPCL is shielded in secrecy and they're running like a secret cult. More you look, the less you see kind of agency. That's why even the president who took charge as minister for more than a year now cannot improve the system. Instead, he found himself in the cooking jar. If not, what stops the president to sack Ꞵᴑ Kyari of a man and give way for total overhaul of the sector? Chika Bende from Trade Fair asking that one. I also have here Owen Nat is saying, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I must tell there's no solution to the corruption in NNPC because there's lots of powerful people benefiting from these situations. How many past heads of state have come and gone without doing the needful? Which is create a transparent and independent mode of operations, but yet they drag the pot closer and serve themselves. Owen from Lagos sharing that one on Facebook. I also have here, it's now necessary for President Tinubu to redirect, reform, rearrange, reorganize, and re-regulate the oil sector. Look, this is not what we bargained with the over 15 million Nigerians that voted massively. 15 million. Did you reach 15 million?
That voted for him?
For APC.
No, I don't know where he's getting his figures from.
Where did he get his figure from? I don't know. Please, let's know our calculation. That's not correct, please. We all wanted subsidy to go, but it's not to this extent that the ordinary Nigerians are solely the ones bearing the brunt. Mr. President should know there's corruption in the oil sector, so he should save his government and APC by dismantling these cabals who are deceiving him and his government and also lying to the ordinary Nigerians. Ashiwaju sir, I'm afraid 2027 is around the corner. It's now one day, one lie from NNPCL management. And that's Alabalakwe from Sabo, Ijeo, Oniba, Ojo. Excuse me. I also have here a mess in the NNPC. Instead, we keep calling Ꞵᴑ Kyari, who is just a stooge for the powers that be.
No, if you listen to our analysis, we talked about the box resting and still on the president's desk. That was what we said. He's still holding the president accountable as Minister of Petroleum. That's what we said. He has to be the one to fix the problem. Even if he's not the Minister of Petroleum, as the president, the box still stops at his desk.
All right, let's go back to the phone line. 0913-6000-410. That is the number to call to join the conversation. You have just 2 minutes. Please, let's stick within the 2 minutes time frame allotted to each. Hello?
Sandra.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Fuad.
Morning, sir.
Ajibola calling from Nicola.
Yes.
You're welcome.
I love the words you said in the morning. And do you know one thing is this? I am somehow mixed, and I have mixed reaction this morning, mixed feeling. When someone like us saw the handwriting on the wall, boldly written, and we are warning then. I remember I was warning my landlord very much that time. And he was saying, no problem, nothing. Now, for the past almost like 5-6 months now, he has not on the generator. No, that is the fact, and we have been saying it. Now everybody is coming to but to now still swallow the price and come and explain. I'm sorry. That is so simple. These things I thought it will better the lives of Nigerians, but it's becoming a problem to us. It's becoming something that is like a mud. Sincerely speaking, the opaqueness is becoming so alarming. You don't even know what is what again. Last 2 weeks they came to deny. This week they came to agree. Next week they will come to tell you again. No. That is what is going on. We don't even know where we are going, and that is why we are having this same thing over and over again. Mr. Fuad, you are still buying 950. You are lucky. Me, I'm buying at 1,000 naira.
Which area is that?
I bought at 1,000 naira around the command at Bullet by area here.
Okay.
And that is what we are facing. Now tell me, my brother cannot longer do his own business because it's into decoration to move his own equipment from here to Akure. They charge him the cost. They charge him 400,000 naira to move his decoration equipment. Sir, nobody will pay that kind of overhead. They have to look for another person in Akure that will not move equipment. Now, how long are we going to sustain this kind of economy? God bless this nation.
Amen.
Thank you very much. I appreciate Mr. Jibola from Ikola. Appreciate your contribution. Hello. Okay, I lost that one. All right. We also have some messages here on WhatsApp. There's no name here. Can't take that one. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
Yes.
Well, I just want to ask a question.
Your name and location. Your name. No. Your name and location.
No, we need your name.
Mention your name.
Okay. Now, I want to ask a question.
Your name, sir.
Let me remain anonymous,
You
please.
can use any name you want. You see.
Okay. This is Emmanuel.
From.
Okay. Calling from Ikeja.
You know how many Emmanuel exist in Ikeja?
Carry on.
Yeah, carry on, sir.
Emmanuel from Ikeja.
All right.
Okay, I want to ask a question. Now, my question is, don't we have a body that regulates the price of this petroleum stuff? Why is it that some other people are selling this amount, other people are selling this amount, another? Don't we have a body that is regulating it? And what is so difficult in our president just searching all the cupboard of all those people in charge of NNPCL? Why are we like this in this country? Why? People selling different prices, the same product, and all of that. I mean, I keep hearing a lot of people asking, where are we going to? Actually, we are moving to the promised land. That's where we are going. And I just pray that things will turn around for better for the country.
Thank you.
But it's high time our government woke up and do what they need to do.
Right.
The country is not smiling, so they should do better for us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel from Ikeja.
There was even no reason to remain
There was
anonymous.
no reason to remain anonymous. I don't get that though. But I mean, maybe he has his own.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
This is Jᴏɪᴜ from Ipo.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, a leader, either as a president, governor, or a company director, must be competent, sincere, and patriotic. Since 1985, when any of these attributes, one of these is missing, we will never be able to say it. The Nigeria problem started with the devaluation of our currency without any reason, and the increase of the price of petroleum products when we have refinery. The importation of fuel when we have refinery is eating deep into our foreign reserve. The two policies contributed immensely to our problem in this country with this incompetent, insincere, and patriotic leaders. The only solution we can have now is to give our products to Dangote to refine for us so that we can start enjoying life. This present government is a disaster. Thank you.
That's huge, really. I think we should be a bit mindful with our words, but
That's all right.
it pains really badly, Sandra, you know, to know that we have all of these resources and we have to go through this needless pain, you know, sometimes to assuage Nigerians and demand some level of decorum from them. It's a bit really, really difficult, really.
Well, I'm more concerned with, please, the moment you connect with us